Right, we're in the dancing fountains of Dubai. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my channel. I left the UK in 2022 for a life not here in the UK, with many Muslim countries to choose where to live. I was born in the UK. I lived my life in the UK. My grandparents, like many other British Pakistanis, came to the UK in the late 50s, and we've been there ever since. And this is my Pakistani life. Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome. I have a special vlog for you guys. Have I got a special vlog for you? I'm taking a brother on touring Pakistan. He's not ethnically Pakistani. He doesn't really have family here. He's never visited before, so this is his first visit. He got his visa, alhamdulillah, within a few days, and he came straight to Islamabad airport. We sorted out his accommodation and pick up from the airport. Everything, alhamdulillah, went really smooth. He contacted me a few weeks ago saying that he's serious about moving to Pakistan, and he wants to see sort of all the different areas where expats, dual nationals, where do we live? Apart from me, obviously, I live in the middle of nowhere at the moment, but other people are in Islamabad and Rawalpindi. So he wanted to see the other expats, see how they're getting on, they think about the area, how life is for them. A lot of them have been here for about 3, 4, 5 years, and it's great sort of experience just to hand over to a brother who's especially looking to relocate here. Only offer this sort of tour to people that are serious about moving here. It's a 3-day tour. It's quite intense. We do a lot of traveling. There is a lot to see. There is a lot to take in. I don't think it's something, you've got a bit of free time on your hand, you're coming to see your family in the village, so I'll do this 3-day tour. It's not gonna work. It's really quite long and quite intense. There's a lot of information to take in. So what I'll do for you guys is just to show you what we've been getting on with, is I've got about 20 minutes of clips compiled. Enjoy. Assalamu alaikum. Jummah Mubarak guys, Jummah Mubarak. It's been raining non-stop, alhamdulillah, for 3 days straight, and they're saying that the average rainfall, monthly rainfall, has been exceeded just in these 3 days. Subhanallah. So a lot of regions in Islamabad or Rawalpindi did get flooded. Alhamdulillah, here in Wakand, within Wakand itself, we've been completely fine. It's just drying up now. So this is the 4th day, and so far there's no rain, but there is still clouds, so there's still a possibility of rain. So this is the monsoon season. Around about July and August is the monsoon season, and this is when you expect heavy rain and a change in humidity and the different insects that come crawling out during this period. So yeah, it's a very different season, the monsoon period. It's not the best, but yeah, Pakistan has all the different weathers. So I'm just exiting Wakand right now. Just gonna go through the Bahria. I've had a brother contact me. He wants to possibly relocate to Pakistan, and he wants to check out all the areas where majority of the expats prefer to live. So just before the heavy rainfall, I was able to take him to Bahria town phase 8, 7, 3 and 4 and civic center. All this is Rawalpindi area. Had him speak to people that already live in those areas, so he can speak to them about what life is like, what the experience is so far, what they pay for electric, gas, rent, and essentially are they happy where they are. And because I took him to all the different sectors in Bahria town, he was able to see small houses to large houses to apartment buildings, and there was a variety of people. And I did tell him this, that with each area where the expats live in Islamabad and Rawalpindi. It will have its own vibe and the people will be different as well. But just to summarize overall the 3-day tour, so the question is always, where do expats or dual nationals who relocate to Pakistan from the West, where do they live? They kind of live everywhere. There's so many places. I don't want to go into too much detail, but what I did mention at the beginning of the vlog was that we began with these areas here outside of Islamabad. So all this dotted red line is Greater Islamabad. So it's a weird shape and it's much bigger than what people think it is. So we've got Faisal Masjid right at the top, and then you can go all the way down here past Rawat. So it's huge, and it kind of goes around Rawalpindi as well. And then on this side, it goes to like B17. So it's massive. Now, the first day, obviously, we checked the brother in at a beautiful accommodation here in DHA2. A vlog in previous vlogs, I have shared this property, and he really did like it. And he ended up extending his stay, even though it was a much larger place than he needed. He was just one person in this very big basement, one canal home, 2-bedroom. He still did like it. The pickup from the airport was all arranged, so everything went really smoothly. From here, I'll tell you what we did, just very briefly. We went from, he's staying across the B Park, went straight down here, past Giga Mall, so that's Giga Mall right there, and then down GT Road, and then into Zaraj Housing Society. So this is all Zaraj Housing Society. It's not very big, it's very small. And mainly the bottom part is still sort of under construction here. So you'll see a lot of homes still being built there. As it is one way in and one way out, people kind of like that aspect to Zaraj. It feels more safe. It feels like the people who are entering are those that actually live here or are here for a reason. Then you've got like one canal, 12 marla sort of homes already built here. They've even got their own mall here called Sita Mall, right at the top corner there. And then they've got apartment blocks here. So you've got Rania Heights. They've got their own like 3 apartments here. And then we've got another big apartment complex there. They've got a masjid, beautiful purpose-built large masjid, and then surrounded by homes. So the brother was able to meet a family that's been living here for about 3 years, I believe. So he was able to ask, what is it like living there, load shedding, etc., prices to expect in terms of renting and buying. It's very hard to rent in Zaraj Housing Society. It's kind of quite full at the moment with the families that have already purchased their own plots of land and built their own homes. The upper or lower portions that they are renting out are kind of taken as well. Just waiting for more houses to be built. Maybe there will be more places for people to stay. The brother did consider apartments, either buying or renting an apartment. But I did manage to show him one in Bahria town. The one in Rania Heights wasn't available on the day that we went. It was available the following day for him to view because somebody does sort of let them out on short-term stays. So he was expecting a guest to sort of come there, so we weren't able to see it. So that was Zaraj Housing Society. We then drove back out of Zaraj Housing Society, drove down GT Road, which, by the way, they have sort of made it almost a 3-lane. It has been extended, and there are lines now. You have your own lanes and stuff like that, and U-turns and everything. So it's much better than before. Still quite congested. Then you come here to one of the entrances to Bahria town. Now from here all the way down to the bottom where phase 8 is about 30-minute drive. So some people find that as a big put off. With DHA2 and Zaraj Housing Society, if you just drive down this way, you get to Rawat, which takes you to Kalar Saida quite easily. You can also carry on down GT Road to get to Gujar Khan, which some people find quite ideal. Maybe you've got family there, maybe that's your village in that direction. So Zaraj Housing Society and DHA2 have great links to get into that side. But Barrytown Phase 8, you're spending almost half an hour if you're a newbie getting in and out. Some of the people that have been living there for years now, they've got their little shortcuts. They know where they can speed, where they can slow down. So they might only spend 15 minutes apparently, but it still took me half an hour. We came straight into Barrytown, went straight to Barrytown Food Street. It was time to eat. So coming in from the entrance, driving all the way down here, and then Food Street starts. Food Street is quite long. It's full of restaurants, takeaways, everything, you name it, is there. Even places to do your weekly shop. They've got quite a few options. They've got 3 large supermarkets that I saw, Al Fatah being one of them. And then they've got loads of food franchises, local and American, and even places that have been set up by local families. So it's quite nice. From here we ate, and then I took him into this little, private area. So within Barrytown, they have their own separate segments that have their own security. So we went through a barrier here, and I showed him a house opposite this beautiful family type park. This house had like jacuzzis. Basically every bedroom had its own ensuite, and each bathroom had its own jacuzzi. It was absolutely beautiful, but it's costing around about £500,000 to buy that house. So the brother did want to see different options or apartments to buy and to rent, and then homes that he could buy or rent as well. From there, we went on to Barrytown Phase 8, which is very popular amongst many people that newly moved to Pakistan because of the price points. Generally speaking, Barrytown does not experience load shedding whatsoever in terms of electricity. A lot of people here do use gas cylinders, which they quite prefer. So you just keep topping it up, which is quite easy. So you've always got gas, and electricity doesn't really cut off. But you are paying a lot more for your electric in Barrytown, as they do cover the sort of load shedding with backup generators, which run off diesel. So you're paying for whatever the rate of diesel is. We took the brother to the little areas within Barrytown Phase 8. So they've got like Abu Bakr block, they've got Rafi block. So if I zoom in here, he did like all the little areas and all the names of the streets that were there, named after the Sahaba, which was amazing. He really did enjoy going to these areas. So if you look here, Usman Ghani Avenue, we've got like Umar block here, and then further up here we should have Abu Bakr block there, and then Rafi block here, and they've all got their own masjids. It's quite affordable, it's quite built up here. It's about £100 for a portion, which is very cheap compared to other places where expats are living. Then we swiftly moved on to Barrytown Phase 3. This little segment of Barrytown, again, this is still part of Rawalpindi. They had the 12 Marla to 1 canal homes. They're absolutely beautiful, really nice area, felt really secure. There was a group of lads by this point, because we were visiting so many of the brothers, that kindly helped the brother and explained what life is like in their own individual areas. By the time we got to Civic Centre, which is like a central commercial area for Barrytown on this side, they've got loads of the franchises and local franchises and food places. We had tea and stuff like that. So it was a nice time for everyone to chat and talk. Then we moved on to Barrytown Phase 4, which is on this side here. You'll see a lot of people have built their own sort of homes, and actually all of this is like part of Barrytown Phase 4. They built their own like 1 canal homes, so they're really big, mashallah, homes, beautiful homes. So he was able to go there as well. Now, what's separating Phase 7 and 8 to 4, 5, well, 1 to 6 almost, is GT Road. So GT Road is right in the middle. and it kind of separates everything. So phases 3 and 4 and 1 to 6 is all hidden here, and then 7 and 8 is at the back there. What you've got in the middle is GT Road, and then you've got DHA2 here, and then Zaraj Housing Society right across there, again separated by GT Road. And then you've got this main busy famous Islamabad expressway. If you follow this road, right, it eventually becomes like a 4-lane on both sides. If you follow this right to the end without turning off, you end up in Faisal Masjid. From more or less here to the end, it's about half an hour to Faisal Masjid. It can get congested at rush hour and peak times. It can get really busy, but it's a great way to get into Islamabad. Now, with the vlog, I will be making my way into DHA2, which is in this road here. So I will be driving down this road and then picking the brother up and then taking him onwards. Welcome to DHA2. I'm entering from gate number 1 already. Making my way over to the brother's current temporary accommodation. How much do you want for this car? How much do you want for it?
72.
72,000, 72 lakh.
Yeah, he's put 7250, but yeah.
72 lakh, so that's about 20 grand, I think. So the brother is selling his car, mashallah. He bought it from new. He lives here in Bahria Enclave. So Bahria Enclave is considered Islamabad. It's next to Banigala and Park View City. It's quite new, hence why if you look at it, it's not maintained yet. They don't have enough people living here. Once they do, that's when they'll sort the roads out and sort all this sewage system out. This is the overflow for the water, so when the floods happen like the day before, that'll capture this, so it's not really gonna have sewage water, it's just the overflow. So we've got quite a lot of empty land here, inshallah. So the brothers are talking about the experiences here, how much it costs to live here and stuff, inshallah. And then we're gonna make our way to E7, maybe grab a bite to eat and then go to Faisal Masjid. In this vlog we went from DHA2 all the way up the expressway, which was nice and clear. There was a lot of flood warnings the following day, so alhamdulillah, and the previous day. So we got there at a time where there wasn't much of an issue. We were set to go to Faisal Masjid. That was one of the main things. And the brother did need a SIM card. As being a foreigner, he can't get a SIM card. He doesn't have an ID card. So I sorted that out for him as well. Now I'm just going to show you from what we did just before Jummah. So this is the expressway. Here we traveled to a few places. I'm just zooming in slowly. Here we go. So from the expressway, we just get off here. We start to go into an off sort of city type area here where you go into Banigala. So I showed the brother Banigala, he just wanted to see it. There's quite a few famous people that have homes here, you know, beautiful homes. Even Imran Khan has a nice mansion there, mashallah. It looks just like a village, and I've showed it in a previous vlog. Then we also showed him Bahria Enclave, Park View City, which you will see more clips on Park View City towards the end. That's Faisal Masjid right there. Prayed Jummah there. It was amazing. Took him to Blue area. Got him his SIM card. Alhamdulillah. Showed him E11 and D12. So each area had its own sort of unique thing about it that the brother was sort of moving towards. So D12 in particular had all the Margala Hill facing views, which he really liked. So that's why I took him there. E11 does have somewhat of a Margala Hill view, but it's more cheaper than D12, and there's reasons for that.
وبسبب النفس الأمارة بالسوء وبسبب الشيطان ووساوسه ولذا كان لزاما على العبد أن يزيل الغفلة من قلبه وذلك
Alhamdulillah, the brother really enjoyed his experience at Faisal Masjid. Growing up, he always said that he liked looking at the pictures, and now finally he's praying there. So he took a lot of pictures there, which was quite nice to see. You know, people appreciating something that a lot of us overseas Pakistanis have been given sort of at birth. It's easy for us to visit these places, yet other people have to get a visa, have somebody tour them around, have somebody show them around, especially those people, those brothers and families that can't live in Pakistan long term because they don't have a passport or an ID card. There might be people from India, Bangladesh, Africa, reverts from European countries. It's very hard for them to come here and enjoy what we get from birth. And Alhamdulillah, I was glad that I could take this brother from a simple and 1 hour short consultation to actually planning this whole day. 1 of 3 days essentially this tour is. And for the brother, we shortened the tour down to 1.5 days. He wasn't here for long, but after getting feedback, me and the brother did sit down, look back at our first conversation over the phone, planning all of this, and then I said to him, look, what did you think? You actually came, you actually visited, everything's gone smoothly for you. Took a lot of feedback from the brother. Alhamdulillah, he was really happy, really impressed by how Pakistan is right now, how livable it is. It actually blew him away, even though he did a lot of research, so he was well impressed. Little highlight at the end, coming down this really steep hill. Even it was a highlight for me living in the UK. Sheffield is a very hilly, you get roads that are very, very steep, especially societies like this, Parkview City, with a beautiful masjid where you take a selfie here and people assume that you're somewhere in Istanbul, but really you're just in Pakistan. You're in a society not too far from central Islamabad. These guys, Pakistan pulls something off. That's it, selfie spot. As the sun sets, nice romantic, innit? After Maghrib, the fountains start, so they start like after 7 o'clock onwards. They have a lot of lights, so as you can see there, part of the show. So during the day this won't really make sense, and also people don't really come out during the day with the heat that we are experiencing during the summers here. Temperatures rise from 40 degrees onwards, so it's not a good idea to come out during the day. Anyway, there is an entrance fee of 500 rupees, which is about £1.30, but they have a lot of food vendors there, and you can get drink options, and you can redeem your entrance fee against whatever you buy there. So we got two mocktails, mojitos, which kind of covered the entire fee anyway. Well, we kind of came for free. It was full of families with the kids, just enjoying the view, the environment. We're in the dancing fountains of Dubai. So this was the end of one of the tours that I provided for the brother. I hope you guys enjoyed whatever I shared so far. I know that sometimes something like this can get very detailed and very long, but I did try to shorten it as much as possible. This was an amazing experience even for me. You know, my first vlog. This is my first vlog of touring some of the societies in Rawalpindi and Islamabad, and it was amazing hosting a guest who isn't actually Pakistani but looking to relocate here. And until next time guys, Assalamu alaikum.